We are back. Ralph Saltzman, Steve Solomon, Legal Help Live. You're calling us at 1-800-405-4222. But only call us if you have a legal question or a comment, or if you're an accountant and you know the tax implications of a sale of property.
Or if you've got chicken coops in your backyard.
Yeah, we'd like to know that
before we went
too.
to break, we were talking about chicken plucking.
We sure were.
Actually, it was chicken
raising.
Chicken raising.
And Solomon was doing a great chicken. I couldn't begin. I couldn't begin to approach that with that accent. It's perfect.
You would think in America that you could have, if you can have a dog and a cat without any requirement of the city, but in most places you can't raise chickens without a permit from the city, which I think is pretty.
Well, I know that a lot of municipalities, and you have to check one city at a time.
Yeah.
Santa Monica is different from LA. LA is different from Culver City, different from Inglewood. I could go on 82 times. There are, what, 82, 84 cities in LA County. And LA County is different. So each jurisdiction has its own ordinances, and you have to check.
So if you're sneaking chickens in your backyard to get the eggs, you may be filing and be guilty of a misdemeanor, and you might get arrested for it.
Yeah, it could be
Especially if you have a neighbor that then, if you have a rooster with the chicken, that cock-a-doodle-doo sometimes wakes us up. But
well, there's an evidence issue too. Because what happens if zoning enforcement shows up and the only chicken they find is one in a pot with water in it?
Well, then you're going to get the animal rights people.
Oh, I don't know about that.
1-800-405-4222 for chicken pluckers and chicken lovers. We're here to answer your legal stuff, and we're going to go to Granderson. I thought it said grandson, and I was thinking about your grandkid.
I have a granddaughter. That would be your grandson.
Granderson in L.A. Did I mess up that name?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, no.
Well, it's not okay if it's wrong.
Granderson, G-R.
Okay, gotcha.
All right,
Mr.
good enough.
G.
You take out the E and we'll be okay. Take out the E and R and we're fine.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Can I refer to you as Mr. G?
No.
Okay.
But you called us because you have a legal question.
Yes, I do.
And what's your legal question?
And where are you calling from? What part of L.A.?
I'm calling from West LA.
Okay, well, you just won 2 tickets to Barney's Beanery in West Los Angeles or West Hollywood or Santa Monica. So when the show's over, call that 800 number and tell them you just won a couple of free dinners or lunches on us, and give them the address and they'll send them out. And I'll then know how to pronounce your name right. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're going to call us after 5 and give us that contact information, but what can we do for you right now? Or?
Okay, I'm living in the apartment. I've been living here for about 6-7 years.
Okay.
All right.
And I go outside to smoke.
All right.
And the lady lives in an apartment next to me. She just moved from Santa Monica. And she called the police on me and said that I was stalking her. I've been out there for doing it for almost 5 years.
So you barbecue on your balcony?
Smoke.
No, I don't have a
Oh,
balcony.
you smoke. Oh, you
You
smoke.
smoke cigarettes out on the balcony
Apartment building.
because you don't want to be inside.
Right.
You have a roommate?
I have my grandson live with me.
Okay. And how old's your grandson?
He's 14.
Okay. Well, have the police come out and talk to you?
Yes, they did. She called them.
Oh, well.
And she used the word stalk, and they used the word stalk? Because that's serious
Yes, they
stuff.
did.
Do you have any criminal record at all?
No, I don't. No.
So you're employed. What kind of work you do?
I'm retired.
What did you do?
I was a contractor at the time.
Okay. Well, sometimes these crackpot calls you got to take seriously because
I know. That's why I'm
the
calling
police
you.
take these calls very seriously.
Have they responded more than once?
No, but I was out there yesterday, and she was walking up and down the street telling people that I'm stalking her.
Well, you know what you need to do? You need to actually probably get. She lives right next door to you too?
She lives 2 doors from me.
You can't stop her from calling the police. What I would generally do is get myself a lawyer in this situation, because you need someone to go down and meet with the police department, explain to them that you've lived there for X years, that you smoke on the balcony, that you've got a 14-year-old grandson that sees this all the time. You don't know this lady from Adam, And
And
whatever.
you don't want to smoke inside because you don't want your grandson to be inhaling secondhand smoke. I assume that's one of the reasons you don't.
All right.
And do you have any neighbors that know you and know that you do this?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm-
And then I would have the
police
lawyer.
come, call them.
I would have the lawyer give them the name and address of those people who are witnesses to what you do, and I'd make sure that the police know that what you do, and she'll keep calling, and the problem will probably go away. The problem is if you go down there by yourself and tell them, it's sort of it's always dangerous because you don't know what the police really want to do with this situation.
Never, do not, never, ever, do not go down to a police station by yourself to talk to the police.
And if you can't afford a lawyer, you can go down to the public defender's office in West Los Angeles and make an appointment to see a public defender, and maybe they can help you in this. But you're talking about an hour of a lawyer's time and a couple of phone calls, so you can probably get that done fairly low cost. But I wouldn't do it myself. Because
Were you contacted yourself now by LAPD? Did they contact you?
When I was sitting in the car, they came and asked me for my driver's license, and they said, the lady said you were stalking her.
oh, you weren't smoking then, were you? What were you doing in your car?
I was smoking and reading the paper like I do every day.
Okay, get a lawyer, have the lawyer talk to the police, and get the problem resolved. Don't let it go any further, because crazy neighbors can cause problems for you. The police take this very seriously, and I don't want to see you get arrested. Okay?
Okay.
Well, good luck.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, 1-800-405-4222, and let's go to Dwayne.
Dwayne or Wayne?
Wayne.
It is Wayne with a W. Hey, Wayne,
Yes.
come on and talk to us.
I beg your pardon?
I said, hello, how are you?
Well, I'm okay. Gentlemen, thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Wayne.
Welcome.
I goofed up on your name, too, so you get lunch or dinner at Pan's Restaurant in Westchester. You call that number after 5 o'clock tonight, and we'll get you, and give them your information, and we'll get you, tell them you just won 2 free lunches or dinner at Pan's.
Well, I appreciate that, and I don't really mean to look a gift horse in the mouth, but I live out in San Fernando Valley. If you have anything even closer, I'd be very
Well,
happy
I tell you
to-
what, tell them you won 2 things, and we'll ask them to send you
That
something
sounds great.
closer.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
get
you,
you as
gentlemen.
close. We'll get to as close to the valley as we can
Yeah,
accomplish.
I appreciate it. Here, the gist of the matter is, it's concerning what I consider to be legal malpractice, in that I was involved in an automobile collision. The attorney was representing me, had several associates and partners that I kept getting shuffled off to. I wanted to take the matter to trial, and in fact, office was discussing subsequent trial actions with me, but in the meantime, he had already settled the case and forged my name to the settlement check and cashed it.
Wait a second. Some lawyer forged your name to the check?
Yes, sir, that is correct. I have a copy
wow.
of the check.
When did this happen, Wayne? When?
This happened let's see, I think late 80s, like 90.
Well, the statute of limitations is gone, so you can't.
Gentlemen, if I may, during the time when it was in effect, I hired an additional attorney to go after this first person.
Oh, okay.
And he suggested, rather than take the matter to trial with the first attorney, that we use an arbitration hearing.
Okay.
Which I was living in Florida at the time, flew out to California on 3 separate occasions. The arbitration, I wasn't allowed to sit in to observe or listen to what was being said. And after my testimony, months went by, many months, and it was decided against me in point of several misstatements of fact. I got a copy of the transcripts of the proceedings, and there were errors in fact that make a big difference into the outcome of the case.
Wayne, when was the arbitration?
That being said, the first attorney gave a check to my second attorney, made out in his name, and my second attorney told me that if we cashed it, that would indicate we accepted the results. So he was trying to appeal the process and see what we could do, was unable to do so, gave the check, signed it over to me. I went to the bank, he had closed the account and removed the money.
How much money are we talking about?
$20,000.
Wow.
And for me, it's a lot. And in any case,
It is a lot of money.
we called him with a third attorney that I got, right?